Hey guys, Lubrix here, and this is my mock of the Dropship 79 Heavy Troop Carrier from Halo, or more commonly known as the Pelican. This is actually the largest mock by volume that I've made this year so far. And funny thing is, I practically ran out of usable pieces for this mock. But for a first attempt, I think it came out okay. So, before I get started, here's some cool shots of the mock. Starting off at the front of the ship, you can see some of the techniques that I used to angle the modified wedge plates to create the angular shape of the cockpit. You can also see how I used hinge pieces to create the outline of the canopy for the cockpit. In the pilot's seat of the ship is a resistance trooper, and I chose this minifigure because its helmet is very similar to that of a Halo Marine's helmet. Moving behind the cockpit, there's a hatch that can be accessed by removing a 2x6 plate. This allows you some access to look inside the main troop bay as well as the cockpit of the ship. You can see how some of the plated areas are angled downwards as well as some of the internal structure for the ship. There also is a little space to store spring-loaded shooter bolts for the spring-loaded shooters on the sides of the wings. And here is a small little view of the troop bay as well as the cockpit. On each wing, you can see that there are spring-loaded shooters that can be activated by Technic actuator pieces. And here is a better look at the wings, which are very simple in design. Looking at the top of the ship, you can see some plating as well as exposed studs. You can also see some color scheming on the ship. This part of the ship actually took me the longest because I kept on revising and changing the general outline of this part to make it look as in scale to the rest of the ship as possible. It's also very important to the structure of the ship as it connects to the main body as well as the engines of the ship. Looking at the side of the ship, you can see the engine under the wing as well as my attempts at using whatever leftover pieces I had to fill up the areas between the main loading bay door and the rest of the ship. Now the loading bay door is very easy to open. All you have to do is pull that piece back and it falls down. Looking inside the troop bay of the ship, it can actually hold 10 minifigures in total. It's also very large and can hold even a small vehicle within it. Looking at the engines of the ship, you can see that they are curved somewhat and also plated over. They are also quite bulky and can be connected to the rest of the ship via a Technic pin. And here you have a better look at the engines of the ship. Looking at the cockpit of the ship, you can see 3 seats for a pilot and 2 side passengers. And here you can see the main troop bay of the ship. It is very large and roomy. You can also see some interior lighting as well as plating on the floor. And here is a final shot of the interior of the ship. That's going to be it for the Halo Pelican. If you like this video, please like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.